Hello everyone, I've been asked to give a little tour of my office right here. I'm outside, it's like super sunny and bright, that's why I got sunglasses on. It is so bright out here. But I just wanted to show you, this is my outside office. It's a storage shed, it's an 8 by 10. Here's my office right here. It's a 12 by 10, this whole unit right here. That is a 10 by 20. All right, you see that's outside my office. Right behind me, there's my house. And let's hop right on into it before I trip over myself. All right, let's check on the inside. From the outside in, I always have this screen up right here. It just gives me the opportunity to let airflow in there. Lately, I've been keeping my door open to my office just because it's been pretty hot. And the screen is definitely to keep the flies and bugs out. It's actually pretty cool. All right, let's hop on in. Tell the lighting is a lot better. But here we go. This is the first thing that I look at every morning when I come into my office for work. This is my office. Just gonna give like a full picture of it. As you can tell, I'm a huge San Jose Sharks fan. We are about to get started with the season in a couple of weeks. Preseason starts. So I'm excited for that. All right, so let me give a little tour of this. I got my lights on. This shelf right here to the right, this is all of my current propagations that I've been growing right here. So I utilize 3 shelves. All right, so there's a total of 2 shelves. These white shelves, they are from IKEA, Vitch Joe. I have 5 of these here in my office. It doesn't sound like a lot, but when you actually look at it, it is a lot. Each of these compartments right here in the shelving, I hold two trays. They are 9 by 13, 2 inches tall for the clear plastic ones, and for these little white ones, I was in the middle of figuring out which are like the right trays for my office. So all these are from Daiso, my favorite container store. They are all like food prep or like some kind of storage containers that I've just utilized for my pings. I've been transitioning to a lot of the clear trays just because it gives me a good opportunity to know when I look at kind of like the sphagnum moss. I can tell if it's like dry, wet or dry, and it gives me a little indicator to know when to start watering. I typically water about like once every week and a half, 2 weeks. Typically I'll just do it like on the weekends when I have a little bit extra time or in between meetings that I'm listening to. I'm not gonna go over like what are in each of these trays, but I'm just gonna give you a little peek and view of what I've been growing over time, depending on like the tray itself. So like for example, this one, I've been pulling a lot out of them and I only have like 1 section left. So this is a good candidate where I'm going to kind of switch them over to kind of like the clear trays, and then part of my recycling of the ping propagations that I have. So that's like the top shelf right there. And then right now here in the second shelf, just more propagations that I have. I definitely split them up, meaning that depending on like the species, they have their own kind of section. I always section them off so I know which ones I'm growing at a certain time. So like for example, these are like my newest ones that I've been propagating right here. I have cotton candy, but I need to really kind of confirm like the ID. So like for example, right here, This is actually the mother plant of those propagations. This one's kind of called like a cotton candy that I got from someone else. And it's kind of validating over time what that truly looks like. It's like in the Esleriana family. But who knows? We'll see. And then these right here in the back, what I'm excited for too, Agnata gypsicola. Those are all those propagations. And then when they are a little bit bigger, these are the same ones right here. So look at those Agnata gypsicolas. So I have some larger ones. It's from the same mother plant. Got all these little babies just kind of growing. And yeah, just some more trays right there. What is it? It's my little mess, my little cleanup where I kind of start plucking. This is where I start plucking all of either like the dead flower leaves, any kind of weeds that are kind of growing, or anything that I just want to get rid of. Here's my understory labyrinth, or I gotta move this one. Actually, let me just do it right now. I moved it before. It goes up here. All right, get all settled in. And then here's just another bottom tray of a lot more of my propagations. You can see right back there, look at that. That is a Morinensis, is it like a variety, like an albo? Crossed with was it a Melame and a Cyclosecta, right? So it's it is like the brother sister of the lilac lollipop. You don't call it a lilac lollipop because it's the brother or sister, because it didn't come from the same parents. Similar plants, but they are technically a little bit different. And I have like these big weezers right here. I'm hoping to actually put these up on my online store that I've been working on. There's some other ones that are a little bit bigger too as well. Some other newer propagations. Javamensis right there. And I got some Dusky Dreams from some pullings right here in the back. So this is kind of all of what you see right here, all my propagations. And of course right here in like the corner, before I get to my mother's, I just have like an area where I'll take pictures, pictures of my pings. I do like to do sometimes like a black background just to give it like a better like look and feel. Some of my tools that I have laying around. And of course I do have a lot of extension cords in my office that I do need to kind of like clean up here so I don't trip over myself. And I do use electrical outlets, like a power strip that has a timer on it. That's where I can automate how my lights just basically turn on and off. I don't touch it. It's a set and forget it. It's a 12-hour cycle, like 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And that's how they turn on and off. One day it actually did fail on me, so I had to buy like another one. So it didn't last me more than like a year and a half. But this one's been holding up. So I'm pretty happy about that. All right, now just kind of transitioning over to all my mother plants, or like the plants I've kind of bought recently. Here's my seed propagation station right here. The ones that are really doing well are my neon raspberry and Lauiana ones. Look at that, like look at that color. That is pretty cool. Here is plants that I've been buying from both Curious Plants and Rainbow Carnivores. I can tell you right now, this, what is it, a raspberry blonde. When I received this from Rainbow Carnivores, I want to say I bought this maybe like 4 to 6 months ago. It was the size of, here, I'm going to transition really quickly. It was the size of like one of these pings that I picked up from California Carnivores. So in a good like 4 to 6 months, it is grown. You know, look at these leaves. They are just outside of the pot. And this is the biggest pot that I use. It's like a 4-inch pot. So those leaves are getting pretty ginormous. All right. You can see all the curious plants that I have. They're starting to kind of split, starting to do some flowering, starting to do its own little thing. Here's just some more. I did pick up 9 new ones from California Carnivores very recently. These are the ones. And then you can see right there in the back, my rainbow carnivores. And then I got, this is my very first pingscape right there that I've done. I'm probably going to just change that one up. It's like 2 years old. There's some like Droseras. Yes, it's very dry. I'm just kind of phasing out my Droseras. All right, second shelf down here. We got some little babies that have been kind of, not like struggling, but they're not growing like as fast. Maybe I gotta split it. Maybe I gotta change up the substrates to get them growing a little bit more. Here's some more. There is a raspberry blonde right there. You can see this one's actually more like yellow compared to the first one that I showed from Rainbow Carnivores. This is a dusky heart. So these were a trade from one of the group members from one of my shows. It's actually been doing really well. That dusky heart is growing amazingly. All right, so I got some more here, some of the flowers that will just kind of start popping up. Yep, one of my favorites right there, En Passy. There's En Passy. Oh, and let me just show the other one, Anpa A. Anpa A, right there up top. So those are cool. These are the ones that I use the most for trying to pollinate them. All right, I'm gonna try to move a little bit like back and forth. I typically don't record with like the lights on, but I'm trying something a little bit different with my phone settings. Hopefully get none of the flicker, but the color might be a little bit different. But I'm gonna try. And then here's the third shelf right there. I'm just gonna show some highlights. Like look at that Lauriana marginata. It is crowning. Got some flowers like out of it. Right behind it, you can see it's all pink. That's actually a Morinensis J. So the LEDs bring out like the color in it. The one back here, this pastel kind of like pink flower, Gigantea Lauriana. But look at all those. It's like super splitting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably like there's 6 or so kind of crowns in there. But that's interesting. All right. Here's some of my Laurianas. Right there. Gigantea, right there. Got several of these like floating around. Another Gigantea Lauriana right there. That's a large one. But those are all my mother plants right here. Let me just kind of swing around to the left. You can see I have 2 big old Sharks posters, Jumbo Joe and Tomas Hurdle. I made a couple light boxes here too. So when I want to do some additional either like pictures on my Instagram or something else, what I really want to do is create some time lapses. That's why I kind of made these boxes, but when I put the plant in there, the pot, it actually is kind of like too big for it. I might have to make a larger one, but this is my first attempt at making a light box. I've used it for several of my pictures and they've turned out pretty well. So I like that. Obviously I have materials all over my office here. Here are my Snow Queens. So these are the variegated pings from Rainbow Carnivores. I have 3 of them right there. Just to show you, I have them, there's no lights. I keep it in low light, so I just wanted to kind of see how they grow without like the light, because I put them under the LEDs first, and they were changing more than I wanted to. Like the whiteness of the variegation right there was getting more like translucent, not like white. So that's kind of where the low light helps. Here's a little sneak peek right here. I kind of breezed over it a little bit. Here's my new ping rock that I've been working on. Check that out. It's in water, it's in this container. I do have a aquarium, a rimless aquarium tank that I just picked up over the weekend in San Francisco. So what I'm hoping to do is just kind of transfer this over into it. Right now, I have this set for like every 15 minutes. 15 minutes it'll run, 2 hours off, because I don't want like the full like running water. I don't want that, right? Because the Mexican pings don't want like so much water all the time. So that is a huge sneak peek onto a project I've been working on. And let me come back this way. Right here, you can tell, right? So this is like the lighting that I use for like my YouTube videos. Gotta make sure I light up all right. See, been watering here over the weekend, just where I've kind of put some stuff. Typically I do have this media just right next to like my desk when I'm working, so I can put some stuff on it. All right, let me just kind of traverse over here to the left. I do have a fan here in my office that's running 24/7. It's good old Amazon standing fan, just to keep the airflow here in the office. It's an oscillating one. And then going a little bit more over here to the left, this is another one of my shelves. It's kind of empty, but that's okay. I've just sold about like 30 of them. These are the plants that I've had selling from the shows. And then what I'll be doing with these is I'm going to kind of put them together, also sell on my online shop in the very near future. Well, that is it of a tour of my office in its current state. I'm not going to super edit this video because I really want to show you kind of like the raw look at just my office. See, this is my setup. These are that's the stuff that you don't see in my videos, like all the stuff that's on the floor and everything. I've gotten comments of like, oh, you're so organized, I like it. I would say yes for like my shelves, but beyond my shelves, it's like crazy, like a mess, like all over the place. I have, like even like right here, I'll show you, I have some like, crushed coral, another one, I gotta wash them because I want to make another like pingscape. These were like the baby pings that I was just kind of working on, posting a little bit ago on my Instagram. Right, so I do have just a little mess always. So that's it for the tour of my office. I appreciate you if you kind of come and check out what I've been putting on to my channel. I thoroughly am enjoying to watch it continually grow. So just want to say thank you. But hey, don't forget, if you want, please subscribe to my channel. All the stuff that I've been kind of like putting out are for like my plants and my pings. I show you how I take care of them each and every day, the creative projects I have going on. And I also just want to just hear from you. What would you like to see maybe me create or put together? I've been enjoying just the community, just commenting on my videos. It's very helpful, so thank you, appreciate it. So with that, that'll do it, and I will see you in the next one. All right, have a great day and enjoy the rest of the week. All right, so bye-bye.